Hello, welcome back everyone. This is Charul C Jaitly, the co-founder and managing partner of Mātiti Group. And we are in this series talking about perspectives in life. In the previous session, we spoke about the meaning and the understanding of what the word perspective means, the importance of perspective, and how we can change our perspective. I shared my 6-step toolkit, my 6-step guide to how we can change perspective. And now I want us to be able to very quickly go through a corporate example, a live example that we all have at some point in our life gone through in corporate lives, to kind of put all of this into application. So the example that I want to use to validate all the tips that I've shared in understanding or taking perspective of others into consideration is that of a sales agent, right? Many a times, at least according to me, I think the salespeople have one of the toughest job in any organization because they're literally in between the organization and the consumer, and they have to kind of make the do the matchmaking. So let's imagine an example where there is a sales agent and he has a new product that he has been assigned by the organization. Now he has to go out in the market to sell that product. Now when he goes out to the market, the consumer does not want to buy the product because perhaps for them it's very expensive. So they are not showing any interest in making that sale. From the organization or the corporate perspective, this person's manager or head of sales is pushing him to make that sale and is not budging in reducing or negotiating the price. Now you are a salesperson and you want to make the sales happen. You cannot force your employer or your organization to reduce the price, and you can't force your consumer or your buyer to buy it regardless of how expensive or cheap they think the product is. So in that situation, if you took the approach of understanding the perspectives, what you would really do is you would put your personal intention, emotion, and understanding aside. You will pull yourself out of that role of the sales agent, and you will try and look at it from the perspective of the employer or the organization and from the perspective of the consumer. From the perspective of the employer, perhaps they do not want to reduce the price because they are afraid that they will lay the precedent that in the future, if they reduce the price now, that the product will be tagged with a lower price than the market range. And they do not want to do it and not set the trend for it and let the consumer get used to that pricing. From the consumer perspective, perhaps they don't have the budget, and that product in today's date is not of value to them. Now, because you have removed all your personal intentions and emotions aside, and you have looked at the way the consumer and the employer is perceiving it, you are in a better position to come up with solutions. And the solutions could be, if I offered an opportunity for the consumer to book the product today but buy it the next month. Perhaps this product is not of value to them today, however they need it in the next quarter. Or perhaps they've exhausted their budget for this month, but the next month they will have the budget or the money or the resources to buy the product, and they will be very willing to buy the product. However, at the same time, your employer wants to make the sale this month. So having looked at all of these perspectives, this really, through this technique, could be your moment to shine. So like I was saying before, the options can be, things like, okay, you make a booking for this month, so it shows in my sales report, however, you can pay it in the next month. Or you do a 50% or a 20% or a 10% payment now to book the product, and you do the remainder later. Or the whole product is given to you in installments, so it's not difficult or exhaustive on the consumer's budget, but at the same time, the company that is selling the product is meeting their targets. And it could be one or many or all of these or so many more other options that I've not stated right now, which could lead to a win-win situation for both the parties. But that is only possible when you, as the sales agent in this example, stepped out of your own role, stepped into the shoes of your consumer and of your organization, changed your perspective from looking at the way you see it as a sales agent to looking at things from the perspective of the consumer and the organization, would enable you to make such great business decisions, will let you shine at your work, and at many levels will render you becoming a better person. So on that note, I think I've left you with a lot to ponder upon. So I hope you benefit from all this information. Until the next time, this is me, Charul, signing out. If you find this content useful, if you find it meaningful, do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you soon with more compelling and action-packed content and video the next time. Until the next time, this is me signing out. Bye-bye.